Hi, seventh graders. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I wanted to inform you that today's lesson, which is 3.0 converting mixed and improper fractions, which is a review skill, Mrs. Johnson, the other seventh grade teacher here at RMS, is going to share the lesson with you today. So make sure to have your notes out in front of you, be a great listener, write down, ask any questions by sending me an email, or if you're going to be back in the classroom with me, asking then. But also give her a shout out, a thank you for sharing today's lesson with you. I hope you have a fantastic day. Here she comes.
Hi everybody, we're going to be doing lesson 3.0. So I want you to open your notes packet to lesson 3.0. We're going to be converting between mixed numbers and improper fractions. You did this before back in 6th grade. The only difference now is you're going to see negatives. So these are the 4 examples that are on your notes sheet. For the top 2, it says change each mixed number to an improper fraction. So this is a mixed number because it has a whole number and it has a fraction. We're going to change it to an improper fraction. That means the numerator is bigger than the denominator, like this one. We want to take this and rewrite it to look something like that, okay? Well, let's start with the 3 2/5. And since this is a positive fraction, you've done this before. Think about what you already know, right? I'm going to start by just writing it a little bit bigger. Now, I like to use a trick, and I call it doing the Texas. Now, think about the abbreviation for Minnesota is MN, and the abbreviation for the state of Texas is TX. So I'm just going to write that vertically. I'm going to write TX. Now, don't you think that that kind of looks like an adding and a multiplication symbol? It does. So when you're multiplying and adding, remember with order of operations, you always multiply first. So I'm going to multiply the 2 numbers that are connected together with the multiplication sign first. 3 times 5, and then lastly I add the 2. So 3 times 5, I should use black. Sorry. 3 times 5 first, that's 15, and then I add the 2, 16, 17. That becomes my numerator. And then the denominator was fifths. It's going to stay fifths. So 3 2/5 is the same as 17 fifths. So we'll just write that right here, and we have our work shown all beautiful. Okay. Now, when you're doing this with negative fractions, it's pretty much the same thing. I see here that I have a negative fraction, so I just want to keep in mind that my final answer when I'm done with this is going to be a negative fraction. Okay? I'm just going to pull down the 4 6/7. Make that bigger, Mrs. Johnson. There we go. Bigger. Okay. So don't worry about the negative. Pretend it's not there. Cover it up with your hand or your finger. We're going to do the same thing we did before. Do the Texas. So I'm going to put TX, abbreviation for Texas. Remember, order of operations, multiply first. So I'm going to have 4 times 7, and that's 28. And then I add the 6. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34. That's my numerator. And what size pieces? Well, they were sevenths here. They're still going to be sevenths. So negative 4 6/7 is the same thing as negative 34 sevenths. And that's my answer. So here I've changed this mixed number into the equal improper fraction, and I've changed this mixed number into its equal or equivalent improper fraction. Notice that if it's negative, then my answer is negative. Okay, but I didn't even have to worry about the negative when I was converting it. All right, let's try the next 2. Change each improper fraction to a mixed number. So now we're going to go backwards. This is improper, 27 sixths. Well, what is 27 sixths? We know that 6 sixths make a whole, makes 1. But we got 27 of them, so we got a lot of them. Okay, well, how do we do this? Well, we know that if we divide this with a calculator, we're going to get a decimal. But a calculator can actually help. I'm going to divide this by using long division. I think this is how you did it last year too. So I'm going to write 27 first. I write 27, that's my first number. And then I'm going to divide it by 6. So divide by 6. All right. So 6 goes into 27. How many groups of 6 would we need to make close to 27 as we can? 5 groups of 6 is too many. That's 30. So 4 groups of 6. Now use your calculator. Take 27 divided by 6 and it's going to say 4 point something. That 4, that whole number, that tells you that this is going to be a 4. All right, now let's multiply. 4 times 6 is 24. And I subtract and I get 3. Now 3 is my remainder. That's how many pieces are left. So I'm ready to write my fraction. 3, that goes in top. Now the denominator, see how it was sixths here? It needs to be sixths here. So 4 and 3/6. Okay, can I leave my answer like that? No, because 3/6 can be simplified. That's the same thing as a half. So really this is equal to 4 and 1/2. Very nice. Okay, we've got it. Now, this one is negative. That's okay, we can do negative. We're going to switch it up and do purple here. All right, just being that it's negative, we know that our final answer is going to be negative. But we're still going to do the same way that we've always learned before. We're going to divide. Okay, 35 divided by 9. So 35 divided by 9. Okay, you can use your calculator, 35 divided by 9. When you do that in your calculator, it's going to give you a whole number, right? So it's going to say 4 point some, no, not 4. It's going to say 3 point something. Because when I think about how many 9s make up 35, 4 9s is too many. That's 36. So it's going to say 3 point something. But use your calculator. 35 divided by 9. 3 point something. We know that 3 then is our whole number. Okay, 3 times 9 is 27. And then we want to subtract. Now again, use your calculator to help you. You can do this with your calculator and take 35 minus 27. That's perfectly fine. And when you do that, you're going to get 8. So 35 minus 27 is 8. And so then I've got 8 pieces left. 8's my numerator. So think, what's your denominator? Well, it was 9 here. It was 35 ninths. So it's still going to be 9 here. Okay, what are we forgetting in the answer? Yeah, the negative sign. It's negative. Okay, so we've got negative 3 and 8 ninths. So our answer is negative 3 and 8 ninths. And that is our mixed number. Okay, so just to recap, let's refresh what we did here. I'm going to go back up. So when we were changing each mixed number to an improper fraction, remember we did the Texas, right? When we changed the improper fractions back to mixed numbers, we divided, okay? And then we wrote it as a fraction. All right, good luck everybody on your practice today. Remember, use your calculator and show your work. Have a great day.